Good morning, Downingtown STEM Academy. My name is Evanthia Voutsakis.
And my name is Ramy Elguindi. Today, we bring you a special episode of STEM TV Quarantine Edition Season 3 to celebrate the upcoming spring break and Easter holiday. This episode will be jam-packed with all of your favorite STEM TV segments.
Before we start the episode, we would like to let you know that STEM TV is still looking for segments to air on this season of STEM TV Quarantine Edition. If you have any ideas or talents that you'd like to share, please click on the link in the description below for more information and submission details.
To start off today's episode, we have Brendan with the STEM weather. Let's hand it over to him now.
Good morning, Downingtown STEM Academy. My name is Brendan Schmalenberger, and today we have another episode of STEM Weather Quarantine Edition. So, without further ado, let's get right on into it. Now, before we get into the actual, juice of the weather report, we want to take a look at what happened on March 25th, roughly about a week ago, and then going all the way back on St. Patrick's Day as well to see what kind of these tornado outbreaks that you might have been hearing about and what exactly happened. So in the background of this photo taken by Butch Dill, a firefighter is actually surveying the damage to a house where, in this case, a family was trapped. They eventually did get out after a tornado touched down in Birmingham, Alabama, and this photo was taken in the Eagle Point community, damaging a multitude of homes. The governor issued an emergency declaration as swishers continued to migrate through the south, all the way to the east, running through its own state of Alabama as well as other neighboring states. The radar did confirm a large and dangerous tornado touched down in the southeast of Birmingham. And at this time of the recording, the exact scale is not known. Up to 60 homes ended up being damaged in Pelham, Alabama, with multiple confirmed tornadoes touching down in Mississippi and Georgia as well. This is known as a high-risk situation, which is you might have been seeing on the news a lot, where this type of warning it's only reserved for the most severe weather outbreaks. To give a perspective on how dangerous this might be, St. Patrick's Day alone, 40 reported tornadoes were confirmed as having touched down along the southern belt. These should be taken very seriously no matter where you are, as they can cause some serious damage and take multiple lives. At this point, there are 5 lives lost and around 20 missing people. So we need to keep them in mind as we continue on with this report. All right, so moving on from that more solemn mood, I guess you could say, we do have the rest of the week to report on, which we are going to be getting off on Wednesday through our spring break. So that's something to look forward to. As of today, Monday, it's going to be a high of 55 degrees, a 0% chance of rain, only sunny skies all day long with winds from the northwest at 15 miles per hour. Then go right on into tonight. It's going to be getting all the way down to 35 degrees, so it's going to be a little bit chillier. Only a 9% chance of rain with all clear skies, so I wouldn't expect any clouds or anything like that. Winds coming from the northwest at 6 miles per hour. Then going right into tomorrow, it's going to be a nice high 60 degrees. We definitely are going to be seeing some more of those higher temperatures as spring and summer start to transition in. Expect a 20% chance of rain with some morning sun, and then you might see a few clouds rolling into the afternoon with winds from the southeast at 10 miles per hour. And of course, we got the rest of the week off on Wednesday. It's going to be a high of 65 with some morning clouds, and sadly, we are going to be seeing a few showers scattered about in the afternoon. So not going to be the best day to immediately get off of. However, on Thursday, it's going to be some more rain with a high of 48. More rain showers early. It's going to turn into a steady rain in the afternoon. Friday, however, it's going to be a high of 45 degrees. Sunny skies for miles. It is going to be a little bit breezy. Winds from the northwest at 10 to 20. So it might not be completely warm considering it's only going to be 45. So it's definitely going to be lower from what Tuesday's was. Or Wednesday's for a matter of fact. Saturday, it's going to be a high of 53 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Once again, you might see some more morning and afternoon clouds scattered about, but wouldn't expect much. And then Sunday, going to be a high of 61 degrees. Except for a few afternoon clouds once again, it's going to be mostly sunny, especially throughout the morning. So, that's all I got for you today, Downtown STEM Academy. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great break coming up. See you next time.
Thanks for those weather updates. For those of you who do plan to go outside for your spring break, make sure you dress appropriately and wear your mask.
Next up, we have an entertaining segment of Backtalk, hosted by Saanvi and Hannah. Let's see what they're arguing about this week.
Hi, welcome to Backtalk. I'm Hannah. I'm Saanvi, and we're the hottest messes around. Today, we're going to be finishing our highly anticipated Disney episode, and I think I have the stronger opinions for this round. So, we're going to be talking about actors, fashion, High School Musical, and Good Luck Charlie. No promises, we don't get through them all because we talk a lot. All right, first topic up for debate is Zendaya. Zendaya is a very underrated Disney actress, okay? I know she's like really famous now. She won an Emmy. She's all zhuzhed up. But people really slacked off on her while she was in Casey Undercover. I mean, Casey Undercover sucked, in my opinion. The finale also sucked.
I think the finale was just like predictable. Like it was just like, and it all like wrapped it up in a bow, like happily ever after. I feel like Zendaya, like when you just like don't think of her as much when you think of like the classic Disney stars, but like the reality is she had 2 TV shows that she like starred in that like had decent runs. I think they were both 3 seasons, maybe. I don't remember. And she also had her own movie. Was it only one movie? I know she had at least one movie that she was in.
She had Zapped.
The Zapped one, yeah, with the phone. So like I feel like that is just underrated. It's like Olivia Holt, like who I do not associate with like a Disney star. Like when you think of Disney stars, you don't think of Olivia Holt. And she also had 2 TV shows that she starred in that just weren't as popular and a movie. So like underrated.
Like Hannah says, there's the big 3. I'm stealing Marvel references now. But Selena, Demi, and Miley,
yes. They were just like so iconic and popular like of the time, and when you think of Disney stars, like that's who you think of immediately. Like the 3 of them and then the Jonas Brothers, they like during that era, obviously they were just like super popular. But like
personally,
that was even a little bit before our time, even because like Hannah Montana, the first season came out in 2006, I'm pretty sure, around that time, which was when we were still like babies. But
I was born.
Like
not all born
yeah,
in 2005.
I know. But still, like even and like the High School Musical topic too, like that's something that like I grew up always watching all of them, loving them, obviously. But
okay, we're talking
like they came out. Yes, they came out like earlier, like than our actual time. We were like a little bit later watching everything.
People sleep on Dove and Zendaya. No one cares about Olivia Holt. No one cares about Debbie Ryan, which we'll get into next. Who else does no one care about? Sofia Carson needed more airtime for Disney.
Well, she kind of joined late to the game. Like most of these are like child stars that start like in their teens, if not earlier, on Disney. And so when you think about Sofia Carson, like she was already in her 20s and not like super early 20s. I guess maybe early. I guess it was early 20s.
What is she? I don't know.
Yeah. She's like, I think she's 27 now.
She cannot be older. No, there's no way she's 27. That's crazy.
She is.
That's really weird.
I was like weirded out when I found out. I was like, whoa, she's so old. But like Laura Marano.
God, she's turning 28 this year.
I told you. Laura Marano, her time like completely passed. Like it came and went. And to think that she, no offense to her, I have nothing against her. Maybe you do. But like when I think about the fact that like she's the same age as some people, like I don't even know how old she is, but like Sofia Carson, it's just like it's kind of like it jars me. It's confusing to me.
It's like icky. Anyway, moving on to Debbie Ryan, who we just mentioned. Okay, brace yourselves, Jessie fans. This is going to ruin your childhood. Debbie Ryan is a horrible actress. And she was totally wrong for Jessie. Like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to speak anymore until I hear Hannah's opinions and I can just refute them.
I don't really have strong opinions. Obviously, I know that if I say anything against what Saanvi feels, she will very much voice that opinion. But I don't really like pay attention, to be perfectly honest, okay, to those types of things, especially when I used to be like watching them as they came out and like when I was younger and everything. Like I wasn't like, oh my gosh, that's such horrible acting, or oh my gosh, that's a terrible pair of shoes, because I just don't really care or pay attention to those things.
And that's all I pay attention to.
And but I definitely see why you say that. I think that there's like some like not the best acting moments.
Also, she
Understatement.
was scandalous.
That's all you're gonna say, just scandalous.
Yeah. A lot of actors on that show, to be honest, were very sus, we're gonna say. Cameron Boyce, obviously we stand. R.I.P. But Peyton List is like, I like her fashion sense, so I don't want to like be mean to her, but I'm gonna be mean to her. She's a horrible actress.
Okay. That's interesting.
Anything. Okay, moving on to High School Musical. My hot take again is going to ruin your childhood. So Hannah, you can go first.
Well, I just think like High School Musical, Camp Rock, Hannah Montana, that like 3, 2, 1, those are like the top like 6 movies that like you personally, when I meet someone that like has never seen them, I'm like, wow, you know, you had a childhood that was obviously like deprived of this greatness. But I do agree that High School Musical can be overrated in some senses. I think that I used to be like very obsessed with it. You know, you kind of like go through phases and everything like that. But obviously, like when the movies were coming out, it wasn't like I was not the age of like the people watching them. So I watched like all of them pretty much after, right? Because we have to remember babies. But I don't know. I still would say that I love High School Musical. I just don't think that like it gets like really hyped up sometimes. And I understand why Saanvi says that it's overrated.
Actually, brace yourselves. High School Musical, the musical, the series is better than High School Musical, and the High School Musical trilogy is overrated, and I don't like it because I don't like Vanessa Hudgens. I mean, I had a crush on Zac Efron like everybody else, but Vanessa Hudgens has a horrible singing voice, and the plots were so cliche, and they were so bad, and I like the musical though.
That's different, okay? You can't say that the series is better than the movies, because the series and the movies are nothing alike.
I know.
The whole point of the series is like the whole like in the same high school that High School Musical was like originally in thing. Like it's not actually supposed to be the same type of thing. So you can't really compare them because they're not in the same category. Okay.
They're both musical.
Also,
TV.
Vanessa Hudgens, like I don't know where she went, but if you pay close attention and go and rewatch,
she's going crazy.
Yes, but and you rewatch all of like those Disney Channel shows at that time, you see like a significant amount, let's just say, of the High School Musical stars guest star in different shows like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and I can't remember any of the other ones. That one specifically because I know Ashley Tisdale was in it. But like you see them guest star on all these different shows, and I feel like they all did except Vanessa Hudgens. Maybe that's just me, but like.
And now she drinks wine and is sort of a goth. And okay, I only bring that up because they did that weird like reunion video, and she was just randomly like pouring wine and looking like a total psychopath. She also had that meltdown that got her like canceled at the beginning of the pandemic. Yeah, moving on because I have nothing left to say other than I don't like them. But objectively, the third movie is the best movie, and the second movie.
Obviously, the third movie is the best movie. The second movie, I don't know. I feel like I kind of. It's like you go. It depends on your mood. It depends on the day. Okay, the same way that my favorite Descendants movie depends on the day. But Descendants is definitely better than High School Musical. Sorry.
Oh, and when we're moving on to fashion, Descendants is a prime example of this. I mean, honestly, every like series or movie series that goes on, it is so obvious that they're like, oh my God, we're actually like popular. We can actually hire good makeup artists now. If you look at the makeup of the first season of Liv and Maddie, and the makeup of the last season, and like the makeup of the first Descendants movie and last Descendants movie, the changes are hilarious. It's mostly in the eyebrows. Every Disney show had someone or multiple people with skinny, 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 skinny eyebrows.
Well, I feel like, see, makeup I don't pay as much attention to. However, the hair in the Descendants movies, significant difference, okay, across the board, especially the girls' hair, obviously.
Evie's
Wigs.
hair in the last movie, I did not like. Which movie did it look like she was wearing a wig?
I don't know, it was probably the last one, because the last one, it's like bright electric blue.
Right, and it's the way that's laid on her head, it's so totally
It was
wig.
like very flat.
But yeah.
Although Mal's hair in that one too, it's like black at the roots, even though like her hair is supposed to be naturally purple. That's like suspicious. But in terms of the fashion thing, I think that we can all agree that the Descendants fashion is kind of crazy.
Prime.
There are some amazing,
There's some questionable dresses.
obviously amazing pieces there, but there's also a few things. For instance, no one noticed these, but at the very beginning, when she's in the dragon dress, my favorite outfit of that movie, and Ben proposes, and there's like this one angle down like the camera, you see her boots, and her boots are so ugly.
You're so bad, guys. You don't even know.
And we were talking about it, and I just have to bring it up again. Like, they're really bad, and I don't know if I can find a photo, but
they're bedazzled.
It was bad. They were like huge, like chunky boots. I feel like the shoes in Descendants I'm not as much a fan of, because I know Saanvi's very passionate about shoes, but I don't know why you need to like make them so like put so much stuff on top of them when they are just shoes. Not just shoes. Yeah. Okay, but you can have shoes that look nice without just like adding a crap ton of stuff on it.
Can we also talk about the horrible way that every Disney show at the beginning had like fashion that was like two colors combined, and they would just layer so many pieces of those two colors? Like there's one outfit in Liv and Maddie in like the first season where it's green and purple, and you have
every
to know
outfit
what I'm talking about.
In Liv and Maddie, they're all green and purple. If you look at them.
But like there's this one outfit, I can't remember which one it is. It might be in the episode where Karen like dresses like Liv.
Oh my gosh.
But that episode is great, by the way. But the green and purple outfit, oh my God, I can't even. I don't
even know which outfit you're talking about, because there's so many green and purple outfits. Like,
there's
after watching Descendants, when you go back and watch Liv and Maddie, I like looked at that and I was just like, she wears green and purple so often. Part of it is because their school colors are purple and teal, but like also, I mean, we all watched Liv and Maddie at first, or like maybe not, and I was just like stupid at that time. But like, for at least at first, you don't realize that Dove Cameron is both of them, okay? Because she looks significantly different, and that's the whole point. They like wear two different wigs and like the glasses, the whole style of that, like there was they did that on purpose. But I remember finding this like behind the scenes video where they showed that like they put a wig on her natural hair, and she has two different wigs, and then they leave her natural hair like out, right, like the just like small pieces of it, and then put the wig like on the back part. And if you look, especially in the last season, it's so obvious that she just has these like chunks of hair here that are not the same color as the rest of her head. And it's like, if you actually go back and look at them, it's like,
I just thought it was an atrocious style choice. Yeah, Maddie actually never changes throughout, I feel like, the entire 4 seasons of the show, but Liv changes a lot. What else are we gonna? Oh, good luck, Charlie. Have I received any text? No. Good luck, Charlie. What were we even gonna talk about with Good Luck, Charlie?
We're running out of time.
Okay. Good luck, Charlie. Oh, I think we're gonna talk about the fact that it was like slept on. Good luck, Charlie. Had its bad moments, like every other show. But honestly, that show was comedy gold. Y'all, like, you need to watch it. That's what we're gonna leave you on. That's a really weak point to leave off on. Can we talk about something else really quickly?
Well, I can show you the boots. The boots. Do you see those? They're huge.
The ugliness.
Why would you wear boots like that? The heels.
I can't
Descendants
even,
was a
like-
big fan of like the chunk heel. I mean, besides Evie, always
Sure.
in like at least 4-inch heels, but like they were a big fan of like the chunky boots, and so like I was just like the platform shoes. It's just why? I don't know why you would do that, but we still love Descendants, and
We stand
forgive them
forever.
So, looking forward to the
Focus.
royal wedding
If you
over the
think-
summer.
If you think that you can change our minds about Descendants, if you have the guts to change our minds about Descendants, and if you can do it, maybe you
Talk about it all
get
day.
a prize. You know what? So submit them to us, DM us at backtalk_StemTV on Instagram, or and follow us if you haven't already because we're hilarious. And yeah, that's
And
basically
yeah.
it.
That's the best way to end this. And yeah,
No, it's not.
that's okay.
All right.
Bye,
I'm gonna try to
everybody.
do a salute.
Oh.
Take it sleazy, y'all.
Oh no.
Thank you for those laughs. We hope you have fun with your family this spring break and hope you keep the arguments to a minimum.
Next up, we have STEM Sports, hosted by Mitchell. Let's hand it over to him now.
Hello and welcome to another week of STEM Sports. Once again, I'm your host, Mitchell Winegar. And once again, we have another snippet from my podcast, Liberty for Philly podcast. You can find that on YouTube. Today, I'm going to show you a little bit of clip where me and Jared talk about the Eagles trading down from the 6th overall pick in this year's NFL draft. Enjoy. Moving on to the Eagles, who I'm wearing today, if you can't see. Yesterday there was kind of a blockbuster trade that I wasn't able really to follow as well due to my internet going out. But the Eagles, let me look up the full thing of the trade here.
I know the Dolphins gave up their third pick. They traded down to 12. The Niners got
and then they
third.
yeah,
They
like the
swapped
main
up
so the
the
huge
picks.
thing that's overview, San Francisco now has a third, Dolphins now have the 6th, and the Eagles now have the
And then
12th.
they gave and then I believe the Eagles got like didn't they get a future first as well? They got a third or something this year. I don't remember what it was, but I know
They have the possibility to have 3 first-round picks next year.
Oh man. I mean, I'm honestly I don't know why I mean, at least the good thing is they won't be taking a receiver, and I really don't think they should. Everyone's saying like, oh, they should take a lineman, they should take.
I
they
hopefully
not
think
taken
at
into the
12.
secondary?
I hopefully think there's a corner there, or
I
if
really-
Micah Parsons is there at 12, I am taking him. I don't care about a corners. We can always get a corner second round. Well, if you want to see the rest of that, you gotta go check out our podcast. Once again, it's Liberty for Philly podcast on YouTube. Make sure you go check it out. Back to you guys.
Thanks for those sports updates. Remember to wear your mask if you do plan to play outside this spring break.
Next up, we have an original composition performed by senior Michael Cattell, titled Mountains. Take it away, Michael.
Thanks for that wonderful music, Michael. Unfortunately, that will be Michael's last performance on STEM TV, but we are very glad that you were able to share your talent and music with us.
Before we go, we would like to remind you to join STEM TV to help us create new episodes of STEM TV Quarantine Edition. STEM TV has a wide variety of activities you can participate in, including anchoring, hosting segments, editing videos or thumbnails, or helping live stream school-wide events. If any of this sounds interesting to you, please make sure to go to check the description below for more details on how to join.
That's all we have for you today, Downingtown STEM Academy. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a wonderful spring break, and we'll see you again next time on the next episode of STEM TV Quarantine Edition.